All right. It's been a long time since we sang that together. All right, so we just want to take a few minutes here at the beginning and we want to review a little bit of what happened last year. And I don't know about you, but to me, it seems like the only thing I remembered from last year is like that we just suddenly had to go virtual and we did all this stuff together on the computer. But if you start thinking back a little bit further, there's actually a whole lot of really awesome things we did last year. And I just wanted to bring that back to your memory. And the reason I want to bring that back to your memory is because I want you to have hope. You know, our world is crazy. We don't know what's coming next. We're all asking, when is this pandemic going to be over? When are things going to go back to normal? And I just want to give you hope and remind you of all the things that we did at the beginning of the year. And I want you to know that I believe that we will be able to get back to doing some of these things that we love to do again. So we're just going to run through a few things. Now, our theme for last year was reach outside. And our theme verse was, he said to them, go everywhere in the world, tell the good news to everyone, Mark 16:15. So we really focused a lot last year on outreach and on outdoor activities and on being outside of your box. So keep that in mind as we just reminisce here a little bit about the things we did last year. Miss Beth?
Okay, so some of the first things we did back before we even had to think about COVID was we spent a lot of time in Sulphur Springs. And as you all know, we had adopted Sulphur Springs as our long-term mission project. And this was just some of the examples of some of the things we did. So we did park cleanup some nights, and then we did our twice a month Kids Day programs at the church there. We were running the VBS style program, and so we got a chance to really get to know some of the kids. We would sing songs, we would play games, do crafts, all kinds of fun things.
We also did a lot of stuff outside. So one of the first things we did outside together last year was the hammock adventure down there to the hang station where we all put up our hammocks, and Mr. Michael Dunn came and taught us how to take care of a hammock and what to do in preparation for our hammock camp out, which was at Withrow Springs. And both of these other pictures are from that hammock camp out when we were hiking on that dogwood nature trail. And I don't know about you, but do you remember when we hiked so long at nighttime that we kind of got stuck out in the night? We had to walk down that road in the dark during the nighttime. So I was thinking about that in our little escapades when we were hiking. And remember, we worked a lot on our hiking honor last year, so we did a lot of hiking, and some of you actually did complete your honor.
So we have a very active TLT program with our Pathfinder Club, and some of the things that we've gotten to do with our TLTs was TLT weekend, and that's what that top picture is with the group. We got to go to Camp Yorktown Bay and spend the weekend there. Learn lots of things, have fun with other teens from around our conference. And then the teens got to participate in church, teach some of the other Pathfinders, and we really use the teens a lot, and we appreciate their activity in our club.
All right, so various other activities. We had our points reward outing to TCBY. You see some gentlemen there sharing a nice ice cream. And then at Christmas time, you remember we baked 80 gajillion million thousand cookies. We sold about, I think, between 50 and 60 cookie platters. And each of those platters had at least 2 dozen cookies on it. So there's a picture of us. Remember, we spent, 5 or 6 hours one Saturday night in the kitchen baking cookies. We had our New Year's Day hike. That was a 6-mile hike on New Year's Day. That's that middle picture. Got another picture here of participating in church service. And then remember, before our campouts, we always go shopping and let you guys buy your own food, plan your own menu on your own budget for the campout. And there's a picture memory of us doing that.
So some other things that we did. Do y'all remember our Christmas trip? So in years past, we have gone and done extravagant things, but this year we decided to stay a little closer to home. We were able to stay at the house that one of the Sulphur Springs church members owns and that we had used during our mission trip. We got to have a whole bunch of fun while we were there. We even got to participate in the town's Christmas program, so that was really fun. We also went caroling this year as one of our service projects. We had adopted one of the little assisted livings near the church, and we've missed going there, but we have fond memories of going and spending time with the folks there and getting to Christmas carol. And then do y'all remember the camp out at Roaring River? It was actually kind of cold. I remember getting up one morning and there was actually frost on my car. So we got to do some fun hiking while we were there, still working on our hiking honor. And then also we got to walk around, play in the river a little bit. It was a fun camp out. But we missed having Miss Audra there. Miss Audra had been sick, and so she didn't get to come to that camp out. And the top picture, I think that was home group. So, you know, the first Wednesday of the month, we would have home group at Miss Audra and Mr. Sean's house and get to work on our classwork and that kind of thing and just spend time in a more homey environment.
And then perhaps one of the biggest highlights of our year was, of course, our Valentine dinner theater. And this is my favorite picture. It's a little bit silly, everybody being silly and having a good time. You know how much work that is. And I know how hard all of you work on that. And if you haven't got a chance yet, the full version of our play is available on YouTube. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. I think I put a link on the Facebook page a couple of weeks ago, so you can find it if you scroll down. But that was a lot of fun, our big fundraiser, and you guys worked so hard on that. And that's definitely something that will be a fond memory from last year. And then we have our, one of our last things we got to do together before COVID hit was go on our reward trip to Fastlane, where we played a whole lot of laser tag. And let me tell you, that was fun. And then we, of course, you know, we were working on Project Prevent all year, and you guys were in groups working on your Project Prevent skits, how we were going to encourage the kids at Sulphur Springs, you know, to not smoke and all those things. And we have not forgotten about those skits that you guys wrote. We're going to do them someday as soon as we're able. So that's just a picture of you guys working on your Project Prevent stuff. Miss Beth?
I think our internet is lagging, so. Oh, there it goes. It finally changed. Okay, so then next, we got to switch over into virtual. One of the other projects that we did before that happened, though, was we got to do some community service with the school. So we cleaned the floors and the tables and helped them with their front flower gardens. But then COVID. So we learned real fast that we had to find a different way than our normal. So this was a picture of when we were doing the weather honor virtually, and we got to make wind vanes, and then we even got to participate in a camporee over video. So I know a lot of us got to do that, and that was really cool.
And then, you know, we met together virtually quite a long time, and we had some really special fun guest speakers. We had singer and songwriter Scott Copain, who did a little concert for us. We had Ryan Baumgardner, who is the ventriloquist as seen as Oshkosh, that told us about that. And then we also got to kind of travel virtually down to Florida, where we got to learn about sea turtles and see that sea turtle rehabilitation center. And then we finally got to go back to Sulphur Springs a little bit differently than we were, but we're still continuing to do that and do our curbside program there. Special thanks to everybody who's gotten to go to Curbside Kids Day today. In fact, the Mays and Sean and I were there today. We got to see Sunshine, and Sunshine said to tell everyone hello. So this is a hello from Sunshine. She's going to be starting kindergarten at school this year, and she is super excited about that. So I just wanted to pass that along to you. All right, so this year we are excited to move into a brand new theme, and that is Project 35:35. And the reason it's called that is because it's based on the Bible verse from Exodus 35:35, which is He has filled them with the skills to do every sort of work. So we're really going to be learning a whole lot of different skills this year focused around discovery, creating, so we're going to be doing some artsy things, and also service. You know, service is one of our core things that we stick with, and so we will be continuing to do that. We have some exciting new service opportunities this year that have developed because of COVID, so we'll be learning more about that in the coming weeks. And Miss Beth is going to talk to you about our point system next. I think she might be frozen though, so. All right, so I'll talk to you because it looks like Miss Beth is frozen. So for those of you who are new or returning to our club, we do have our point system, and it is based on the Pathfinder law. So you can earn points by following the Pathfinder law, and that's that graphic you see on the screen. So every night at the end of Pathfinders, we award each person points based on these 7 different categories. And then with your points, you can redeem them by attending the quarterly reward outing. Like, you know, you saw in the picture the TCBY trip and the Fast Lane trip. And we did a big orange takeout night for reward after COVID. We also have a Pathfinder store where you can buy some different things, and the stuff in the store changes all the time. Or you can also take your points and turn them into credit toward your Pathfinder account. So if there's anything you owe on your account, you can take your points and pay off what you owe. All right, so it is now just time to start celebrating a few different people. And we're going to start with one of the most important things tonight, and that is the induction of our new members. And we have 5 new members of our club this year, which is pretty exciting. 3 of them have kind of already joined us a little bit and got their feet wet, and then we have 2 brand new ones. So our new members are Luke and Lily Shakes, Autumn Stem, which those 3 have kind of joined us a little bit already, but we haven't officially inducted them. And we also have Michael and Jonathan Villegas. So I'm going to ask the 5 of you to put your faces up close to the screen, because we're going to do your induction. So go ahead and unmute yourself, the 5 of you. So when you become a Pathfinder, you're agreeing to follow the Pathfinder Pledge and Law, which we recited earlier. So as part of our induction ceremony, we're just going to ask you your intent toward the Pathfinder Law and Pledge, and then you will be officially Pathfinders. So, Miss Lily Shakes, do you promise to be pure and kind and true? Do you promise to keep the Pathfinder law and be a servant of God and a friend to man?
What can I say? Sure. Yes.
Thank you. Let's everybody wave hello to Lily, official member of our club. All right, Mr. Luke, do you promise to be pure and kind and true, to keep the Pathfinder law and be a servant of God and friend to man? Awesome. Welcome to our club, Luke. All right, Miss Autumn, do you promise to be pure and kind and true, to keep the Pathfinder law and be a servant of God and a friend to man?
Yes.
Awesome. Everybody wave to Lily. Welcome to our Autumn, welcome to our club. All right, Mr. Jonathan, do you promise to be pure and kind and true, to keep the Pathfinder law and be a servant of God and a friend to man?
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome to our club, Jonathan.
No.
And lastly, Mr. Michael, do you promise to be pure and kind and true, and keep the Pathfinder law and be a servant of God and a friend to man?
Yes.
Welcome to our club, Michael. We are so excited to have the 5 of you guys join us. And, you know, we're looking forward to we know Luke and Lily and Autumn a little bit already, but we're looking forward to getting to know Michael and Jonathan and having a grand time. All right, Miss Beth.
Sorry, our internet went out. So as we said, our TLTs are a huge part of our program. And we get to induct some new TLTs this year. So we are super excited about that. So our first one is Isaac. We are so excited to have Isaac as one of our new TLTs. We keep our TLTs busy. They get to do all kinds of stuff. So we are excited to have Isaac joining our TLT program. And the other one is Marcus. And we are super excited to have Marcus as one of our TLTs this year too. We are super excited. So congratulations.
I will murder your family.
Wave your congratulations to Marcus and Isaac.
You realize it.
All right, Mr. Stevens.
All right. Well, another thing that we get to do is we get to honor the Pathfinder Excellence Award. Now, in order to get the Excellence Award, you have to be an active member. You have to complete your Investiture Achievement class and complete at least 4.5 or at least 4 honors as you go through, and have in the over 50% of the point, the top 50% in the points as we go forward. And we had quite a few members that were able to achieve this as we go forward. So we'll go through them one at a time. So first one up is Daisy. Congratulations, Miss Daisy. Sticking with that, we'll also go to her older brother, and we got her younger brother, we got JD, and then her younger brother, we've got Salvador. All right. Then we have Isaac Cruz, because we're getting his Excellence Award. We've got Isabella, and we've got Isaiah. So the Cruz family. Next, we've got Marcus and Noah, both get their Excellence Award. And the last person who got this award for the year will be Gabby Schluter. And I saw her pop on a minute ago. So yeah, there we go. So as you can see, quite a few of the people were able to get this award. And as you go forward, it's just completing all your achievements, your honors, and getting in the top 50% of the points earned. So congratulations, guys.
Yes, congratulations. We're super proud of you. Hard work, well done. All right, our Bible Bowl team this year did some amazing things. And Mr. Juan, I'm going to put you on the spot if you don't mind. Would you say a few words about what our Bible Bowl team accomplished this year?
All right. As you know, we have our Bible team, and it was a big experience because it was mine and my wife's first time doing a Bible team as a coaches. But we did learn a lot, and we actually had a big experience on that, and they did pretty good. I'm very proud of them in the way they express themselves in the Bible Bowl, and even though they were the ones in doing it, I was more nervous than I think they were. So I invite everybody who, if we have Bible Bowl this year or not, I invite whoever wants to join in, can join in, and you guys can have a lot of fun.
Yes, please join.
Please join.
Well, congratulations. You guys did amazing this year. I think the best the Bentonville team has ever done at Bible Bowl, ever. So congratulations. Well done.
Congratulations, Bible.
Miss Beth?
Okay, so this year, again, we're super excited. We get to keep one of our Pathfinders as a staff member and get to promote them up into staff. So this year, we are excited to add Gabby into our ranks as staff. We're super excited that she's going to stick along with us, and we look forward to working alongside her as one of our new staff members.
All right.
All
So
right. Go ahead.
it is now time when we are going to award each of you with each of the individual things you did this year. And your class teacher is going to say what you got for your class. So if you have a packet, some of you I delivered and some of them got mailed. So if you don't have it yet, it's coming in the mail to you. So, but if you do have yours, whenever your name is called, you can open your packet and see your things that you have in there. So I'm going to let Mr. Stevens start out by talking about the folks in his class.
So I had the youngest group to this year, and Philip and I were the ones that got to teach. And obviously, Mr. Philip isn't on because his internet isn't very good. But we were able to go through, and we had three kids in our class, and we actually taught the companion group. But the first person was a brand new member to our area this year, which was Isaiah. So he was able to complete his friend and the trail friend. And you might understand what I want to know a little different is the friend is the basic investiture achievement. But the trail friend actually requires you to do above and beyond tasks to be able to be classified as one forward. So he was able to complete all his normal tasks plus some extra tasks to get the trail friend as well. He was able to get his marine mammals honor. He was able to get his flowers and his advanced flowers honor, his weather and advanced weather, his gardening honor, radio broadcasting, trees, his blood and body defense, his personal evangelism, mammals, which we did on the one camp out, fire building and camp cookery, which we also did on the camp out, his camping skills 2, basic first aid, God's messenger, and then he was able to get his iCamperee badge. Congratulations, Isaiah. All right, next up is Mr. Noah. Now, this is Noah's second year as a Pathfinder. So he was able to complete his companion and his trail companion award. He also got his hymns honor. He got his marine mammals, his flowers and advanced flowers, his weather and advanced weather, gardening, radio broadcasting, trees, personal evangelism. He was able to complete the hiking award, the mammals, fire building and camp cookery, his knots honor, reptiles, camping skills 2, basic first aid, cultural diversity, God's messenger, and the iCamperee award. Congratulations, Noah. And last but not least in our class, I had JD. And JD also completed his companion and his trail companion award. He finished his hymn award, the marine mammal honor, the flowers and advanced flowers, the weather and advanced weather, gardening, radio broadcasting, trees, bloody and body defense, personal evangelism, mammals, knots, reptiles, camping skills 2, basic first aid, cultural diversity, God's messenger, and iCamperee. Congratulations, JD.
All right, and the teachers of those classes also earned some things. Mr. Stephen did his flowers in advanced, weather in advanced, gardening, blood and body defenses, personal evangelism, mammals. He taught fire building and camp cookery. He taught camping skills 2. He taught basic first aid. He taught cultural diversity. Reptiles, he taught God's messenger, hiking, marine mammals, CPR, and iCamperee. So Mr. Stephen was busy this year too. Mr. Phillip also assisted with that class, and he earned personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery, reptiles, which you can see him holding there in that photo, and hiking. Let's all unmute ourselves and give congratulations to the friend and companion classes.
Yay!
All right, next we have the Explorer class. Mr. Juan or Miss Zinnia, whoever, if you would read out, just like Stephen did for the other class.
Okay, we have
Why are you looking at me?
Anna. She has completed camperee, marine mammals, radio broadcasting. We are so excited to have her with us. Thank you, Autumn, for all you have done.
Yeah.
Good job, Autumn.
Next
We
up.
have Micah working on Explorer, radio broadcasting, and personal evangelism. We love you, Micah. Hope to see you soon.
Ooh.
Daisy. She has done Explorers, hymns, marine mammals, radio broadcasting, trees, blood and body defense, personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery, knots, reptiles, camping skills, and stars. Camping skill 1, and stars and camperee. Congratulations, Daisy. Keep up the work.
Thank you.
Oh.
All right, and our teachers for that class were Miss Juan and Zinnia. Miss Zinnia earned her sand art, volcanoes, hymns, personal evangelism, mammals, knots, reptiles, and also attended iCamperee. And Mr. Juan earned hymns, personal evangelism, mammals, fire building, camp cookery, knots, reptiles, hiking, and iCamperee. So congratulations and thank you guys for teaching that class.
Yay. Those are my parents.
Congratulations.
All right, next we have our Ranger and Voyager class, and that was taught by Miss Jan and Dana. So I'm going to let Miss Jan tell about what her class achieved.
Marcus.
Okay. Well, in our class, we had some coming and goings with the people in our class, but we completed a lot of things. And in Ranger, Marcus completed the Ranger level, and he completed hymns, flowers, and advanced weather and advanced weather, gardening, radio broadcasting, trees, blood and body defenses, personal evangelism. Marcus, I'm tired already. You did a lot. Mammals, fire building and camp cookery, knots, reptiles, hiking, shells, basic first aid, and the iCamperee.
Yay, Marcus.
Kudos to Marcus. And then there was Isaac. And in his picture, we're doing the shell honor. And that's when COVID hit. But we had a lot of fun working on that. And some of you completed it. Isaac completed his Ranger, his marine mammals, flowers and advanced flowers, weather and advanced weather, gardening, radio broadcasting, trees, blood and body defenses, personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery, of course, the shells, basic first aid, and he gets his iCamperee patch. Good job, Isaac. And then there's Alan. And Alan, I know you just love to do the shell honor, but we had some pretty cool looking shells from somebody's collection that they donated to the club. So that was really good. Alan got his Voyager, radio broadcasting, mammals, fire building and camp cookery, knots, reptiles, hiking, shells, basic first aid, and he got his iCamperee too. And Alan, we enjoyed having you with us.
Yay, Alan.
And Mr. Owen. Mr. Owen got his Voyager. He did blood and body defenses. He did personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery. He also did his shells and his basic first aid. And Owen, we enjoy having you too.
Yay. All right, and Miss Jan was also busy. She got her marine mammals, she got shells and also taught it, and also did the iCamperee. And Miss Dana, who also assisted with that, it did mammals, she completed hiking, and shells the teacher. And Miss Dana is also the person that makes sure that we have all of our snack packs that we need to hand out at Sulphur Springs. So she is a busy lady and we appreciate them. Let's celebrate this class. All right, next we have the guide class taught by Miss Renee and Miss Beth, and I see Miss Renee on the screen, so I'll let her talk about what her students achieved.
Hey, so I'm excited about this class because we did absolutely nothing. No, I'm kidding. Our class was always busy and active, and one thing I really appreciate about all the kids that were in my class is they were always very active in leadership. They were always willing to delegate and to be delegated to, but they're always on top of things to make sure that they were completed on time and getting their activities done. So first one I want to do is Salvador. And Salvador, he completed his Voyager. He also did his TLT for year number 1. So congrats on that. He also completed his hymns, marine mammals, flowers in advanced, weather in advanced, gardening, radio broadcasting, trees, blood and body defense, personal evangelism, CPR, mammals, fire building and camp cookery. He was also a teacher in knots. He completed reptiles, hiking. He was a teacher for Red Alert, and he also did the Louisiana Purchase. Can I go down? Is there any more?
I can't
And,
believe
and I Campery. I'm not seeing that, but I know he did that. So great job to Salvador. He did an awesome job, and congrats to him.
I'll just throw in one note here that Salvador did the Louisiana Purchase Honor all by himself. He just saw it, wanted to do it, and did it by
Miss
himself.
Audra,
Cool on that.
Miss Audra,
Yes, sir.
JD also did the Louisiana Purchase Honor with me. I know he was there doing it with me too. I don't know if he got the right email though.
Well, I did not get that, but we will take care of anything you think is missing, so don't worry.
Okay. And
Nice
I love
job.
that hair.
All right.
All right. So great job on that. My next TLT is Gabby. And Gabby completed her Ranger. She did her TLT year number 1, radio broadcasting, mammals, fire building and camp cookery. She was a teacher of knots. She did reptiles and hiking. She was a teacher for Red Alert, and she gets her iCampery. And Gabby, I want to just mention, she was on it. She always was doing her work, and I never had to ask if it was completed. And I just really appreciated her responsibility on that. So congratulations to Gabby. Good job. Yeah. Okay. My next one is Nate. And I just, I had Nate at school. So I've just really loved watching him grow and pick up responsibility. And this was a great year for Nate in doing that. And so Nate finished his guide. He finished his TLT year 2. He did personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery. And he was also a teacher of knots. He completed reptiles and his hiking. And I really, when Nate did the knots, he went above and beyond. He was making sure that everybody had everything that they needed for that, because the knots is a really tough honor. And he was really looking stuff up to teach it well, to teach those hard knots easily. So a really great job for Nate in helping out and growing this year. Thank you. All right, Isabella. She was great as a help as well. Always very nurturing and making sure everybody was on task. Isabella finished her guide. She did TLT year 2. She completed marine mammals, flowers in advanced, weather in advanced, gardening, radio broadcasting, trees, blood and body defenses, personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery, Red Alert as a teacher, and she also gets her iCampery. So great job for Isabella. And we have another Gabby. And Gabby was also a great help and leader in making sure things were completed and done on time. A lot of creative ideas came from Gabby as far as completing our tasks and having fun with it. So I enjoyed having her in our group. Gabby completed her guide. She got the TLT year 2. She completed hymns, marine mammals, flowers in advanced, weather in advanced, gardening, radio broadcasting, body and blood defense, personal evangelism, mammals, fire building and camp cookery. She was a teacher for Red Alert and also completed her CPR. So great job. Congratulations, Gabby. Oh, and I'll let Beth be honored
All
here.
right. So the teachers, of course, were Miss Beth and Miss Renee, and Miss Beth earned this year personal evangelism, mammals, reptiles, hiking, and iCampery. So let's go ahead and celebrate that awesome TLT class. Good job, folks. All right. I'm going to let Miss Beth take over. We have a couple other staff members that we're going to recognize.
Okay, Mr. Shine, who we plugged in whenever we needed him, and he makes a great actor if anybody missed that out on that. He completed mammals, fire building and camp cookery, hiking, gardening, the iCampery, and then he also created our Pathfinder and Investiture Strong apps. So if you have any interest in looking up some new honors, go to the iPhone or your Android app stores and look up the Pathfinder Strong or Investiture Strong, depending on what family you have. And find you some apps because it's really cool. So thank you, Mr. Sean. And Miss Audra. So Miss Audra taught a lot of honors this year and put a lot of work into making our virtual honors a thing. So when we had to switch over to COVID, she went above and beyond to make sure that y'all had something fun to do while you were stuck at home. So we did hymns. Miss Audra taught hymns, marine mammals, flower and flower advance, weather and weather advance, gardening. She also helped create the radio broadcasting honor, and she did trees, blood and body defenses, and the hiking honor, and then also participated in the iCampery. So thank you, Miss Audra, for everything that you do for our club.
You're very welcome. All right. Last but not least, we have the most exciting one of the evening, and that is Pathfinder of the Year. Pathfinder of the Year is a very prestigious award, and it takes quite a bit to earn this award. In order to become Pathfinder of the Year, you have to excel in your attendance, your conduct, your attitude. You have to complete your Investiture Achievement class. You have to complete honors. You have to distinguish yourself with a high amount of points and also be highly regarded by the Pathfinder staff. There is an application process for this where the person has to fill out an application and apply, and then the Pathfinder staff make a decision about who will be the Pathfinder of the Year. Now, we did have 3 folks apply for Pathfinder of the Year, and you know, it's always a tough decision because I really think y'all are about the best Pathfinders I could ever ask for. You guys make our club so awesome, and you guys work so hard. It's just so hard to choose, but we have to choose one Pathfinder of the Year. So without further ado, we're going to get our drum rolls ready. Everybody get your drum rolls ready. So drum roll, please. Our Pathfinder of the Year for the 2019-2020 Pathfinder of the Year is Miss Gabriela Rivas. Go ahead and unmute yourself and give Miss Gabby a cheer. We are so proud of you and what you accomplished this year. We're so proud to welcome you as Pathfinder staff, and we really just couldn't ask for a more wonderful young lady to be joining us. So as Pathfinder of the Year, you of course get a certificate that has something a little special down here in the corner. You also get a trophy, a Bible engraved with your name, and you get a pin to wear on your uniform. So I will make sure you get a special delivery of those items. So congratulations to Miss Gabby Rivas. Let's give her a round of applause. We're so proud.
Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Well deserved. All right, so we are about ready to conclude our meeting for this evening. I just want to remind you of a few things coming up. Our next meeting is Wednesday night, and that is service night. And for those of you new to our club, we have service night every second Wednesday of the month. And we have certain projects that we work on every Wednesday. So that will be at the church from 6 to 8 p.m. We'll be primarily outdoors. On service nights, we also do recycling, and you get bonus points for recycling. So make sure and bring your bags of aluminum cans, plastic, cardboard, styrofoam, glass jars. Any of those things you have to recycle will earn you bonus points. Remember that when you arrive at Pathfinders, we have a new check-in procedure. So we want you to remain in your car until the safety officer comes to your vehicle and clears you. And that safety officer will be in a neon vest. So just pull up in your car and remain in your car, and the safety officer will be watching for you and will come to your car to do your screening. If you have any paperwork or consent forms that you need to turn in, let's bring those on Wednesday night. And some of you, I mailed them to you, so they'll be coming to your house. You also want to bring your portable chair. If you don't have a portable chair, will you please let me know before Wednesday, and I'll have one ready for you. You're also going to get your supply pack on Wednesday. And you might want to bring a water bottle because we're going to be doing some work. Remember to use the restroom before you come because restrooms are going to be for true emergencies only. And remember that we are going to be social distancing and remaining with our family units. So we look forward to seeing you face to face for the first time in like 5 months on Wednesday. So I'm super excited to see you guys. And then also I want you to mark your calendar for Sunday, August 23rd. We're going to be having our first monthly Discovery Day at Lake Atlanta Park in Rogers. So go ahead and mark your calendar for that. And as is our club tradition, you know, normally at the end of our meetings, we circle up, which is hard for us. We can't make circles very well, but we usually circle up and join hands and we say the Mizpah prayer. Well, COVID. So we can't circle up too much. We definitely can't hold hands, but we can still say our prayer together. So I'm going to invite you to unmute yourselves and we are going to say our traditional prayer. And then we appreciate each and every one of you joining us this evening. We're so proud of your accomplishments. And you know, if there's anything that I got wrong on your sheet, like you thought you earned something that I didn't put on there, please don't hesitate to ask me. There's a lot of you and a lot of you. If I missed something, just ask and we'll get it taken care of. So let's go ahead. Let's see. I'm waiting for a few people to unmute themselves still.
Shakes.
Whatever that is.
Well, it says it's not here, but it says we are here.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, let's bow our heads and we will on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. May the Lord watch you and me while we're absent one from another.
Amen.
Look forward.
Amen.
We're still getting good at it.
Excited. Thanks for joining us.
Still got
Have
it.
a great evening.
See you all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Trying to get cloudy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a nap. Actually, I'm gonna go to sleep because it's
Bye, everyone.